My name is Garry Mason.
And Garry, tell us about these kayaks.
Well, these kayaks come from HookOne in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Chad Hoover is the owner, and Chad is also one of the most predominant kayak bass fishing tournament directors in the country. And these kayaks are all designed for not only pleasure, but for fishing. They're wider, they're more stable than the old type kayaks that we used to use. And so they're very, very much a great kayak to use for fishing, fishing in little streams, big streams, and you can go across Reelfoot Lake with these kayaks.
All right, now what makes these kayaks so stable?
Well, they're wider for one thing, and then of course the type of plastic they're using is better than the old type of plastic. These kayaks, you couldn't put a hole in one with a nail, I don't think. It's a very high grade of plastic that they're built out of.
Well, I see that you got rod holders in them, and you've got places to put your ice chest, you got your feet. Tell us about the seats. What makes them so good?
Well, the seats are actually adjustable for your back, and then also they raise up. So when you're paddling, you need the seat to be down low in the kayak where you can get more pressure on the paddle. Then when you get to where you're going to fish, you can actually raise the seat up and get it higher where you can cast better.
And there's been a lot of interest in kayaks. Why have they become so popular?
Well, I think for the most part, you know, it's less expensive than going out and buying any of the other type of boats. But the most important part, I think, is all the places that it'll allow you to go to and actually fish. Little rivers, little streams, places that you couldn't get in one of our larger bass boats or even a big aluminum boat.
What does a kayak cost about?
These kayaks here will run around $1,100, $1,200 retail. And then the paddle is around $200, $225, and other accessories that you can get. As you said, there's rod holders and other things. You can also put a depth finder on some of these kayaks and even a side image in like a hummingbird.
Wow. And how has the growth in kayak fishing been? Has there been a lot of people gotten interested in it?
Yeah, it's been tremendous the last couple of years. You know, I've been a bass fisherman and crappie fisherman all my life, and these kayaks now are built more for the fishermen than they was in the past. And I think that there's really a huge movement right now to start fishing out of kayaks, especially for the younger generation who may not be able to afford that bass boat or even an aluminum boat.
All right, now if they want to get more information about these bass fishing and crappie fishing kayaks, how do they get information about it?
Well, they can go to HookOne Kayaks on the internet, or punch in HookOne, and it'll take them right to HookOne's website.
I see. All right, now what about calling somebody? How can they call somebody?
I don't have that number, John.
It's on the website, right?
Yeah, it's on the website. Yeah.
Okie doke.